two follow-up questions. One, have you seen, and not naming any names, but have you seen other market research companies that may be in the top tier that have wrong data? And secondly, why is it important to work with a franchise-specific group to get your data?
Ryan, you just plucked all of everything I ever thought. So we get calls all the time from large consulting firms because they don't specialize in franchising, right? They might have a consumer market focus or retail or what have you, manufacturing. But because they're a big name, companies go to them for expertise. And every single time we get off the phone with these companies, they're very smart people. We just knock our heads against the wall because we say they don't actually understand franchising in a way that is positioning them to ask the right questions, right? So part of when we talk to franchisors or anybody who's engaged in franchising, we're almost like a little therapist because we know already kind of what problems they're going to encounter. So being able to interpret the data in the right way is one thing, but then also knowing how to approach the problem is something else. So, yes, to your question.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine that you're almost coaching, especially if it's on the emerging side, but really all sides, because you know what matters to them and you know what's important. Is there anything, Daryl, that you wanted to add to that of why it's important to work with a franchise-specific data source?
Well, I think the key that most C-suite executives in franchising base their decisions on is their own experience. And their own experience, almost by definition, has biases built into it. Therefore, when they're looking at information, when they're looking at a question, they're often looking at it through a filter. Mm-hmm. And our goal and our role oftentimes is to remove that filter, to look at what's really happening and understand the implications of that.